In this edition, we will try to answer the question, what does right to relief mean with reference to defendants under Order 1, Rule 3 CPC? We have already seen Order 1, Rule 1 dealing with plaintiffs. Order 1, Rule 3 CPC deals with joining of defendants in one suit. The object of Order 1, Rule 3 is to avoid multiplicity of proceedings of suits and needless expense if they could be avoided without prejudice to the litigants concerned. The wording of Order 1, Rule 3 is identical to Order 1, Rule 1 CPC. This rule, when read with Order 2, Rule 3, indicates that the question of joinder of parties also involves joinder of causes of action. Order 1, Rule 3 requires two conditions to be fulfilled. One, that the right to relief should be related to the same act or transaction or acts or series of transactions. And two, that against the different defendants, some common question of law or fact arises for determination. As far as this is concerned, the requirement is that it should be kept in mind that the common question of law and fact should be of sufficient importance in proportion to the rest of the action to render it desirable that the whole of the matter should be disposed of at the same time. It will be useful to read AR 1947 Calcutta 374. Order 1, Rule 3 is permissive and not mandatory. It is not a must that every person who is ultimately interested in a suit should be made a defendant. It is not obligatory on the part of the plaintiff to show that all the defendants are concerned in all the reliefs claimed or all the transactions comprised in the suit. It cannot also be said that no one can be added as a defendant unless some specific relief is asked against that person. For example, in a suit for preemption, where the suit property is said to be in possession of a third person who claims to be a lessee, and the genuineness of the lease in his favor is challenged by the plaintiff, and the plaintiff contends that the lease and the subsequent sale deed are part of the same transaction, then the lessee can be joined as co-defendant with the vendor and vendees. Order 1, Rule 3 and Order 2, Rule 3, when read together, indicate that the question of joinder of parties also involves joinder of causes of action. The simple principle is that if a person is made a party in a suit because there is a cause of action against him, and when causes of action are joined, parties are also joined. This is what the Supreme Court said in Ishwar Bhai C. Patel versus Harihar Behera, reported in AR 1999 Supreme Court 1341. The rules in Order 1, Rule 1 and Rule 3 are not intended to override the express provisions regarding the jurisdiction of a court. It is therefore necessary that these rules should be read consistently with the rules providing for jurisdiction of the court. If so read, it follows that these rules for joinder of parties and clubbing of causes of action can apply only to the case of defendants residing within the jurisdiction of a particular court, be it territorial or pecuniary, and in respect of causes of action arising within that jurisdiction. AR 1955 Madras 595 is a useful judgment from which one can gather the true import of Order 1, Rule 3 CPC.